Portsmouth, known to their fans as Pompey, became the first Premiership club to go into administration in February 2010, just 21 months after winning the FA Cup at Wembley, and were relegated from the Premier League 2 months later. The sorry saga started when Sasha Gaidamak, a young Russian-Israeli businessman, bought the club in 2006 and financed a spending spree on players. But the club was already £57 million in debt. The trouble began when Gaidamak lost a significant amount of money in the global economic downturn and decided he could not spare any more for Pompey. In August 2009, he sold the club to Abu Dhabi businessman Suleiman Al Fahim for £60 million, who only 2 months later sold the club to Saudi businessman Ali Al Faraj, who no one from Portsmouth FC ever met. Rumours of his lack of financial credibility spread almost immediately when players were paid late. Al Faraj soon sold the club to Nepalese businessman Balram Chainrai, the club's fourth owner in a year. By this time, the Premier League began to be concerned for its image given the owner's merry-go-round taking place at Portsmouth and the risk of the club folding. The Premier League insists that all owners of Premier League clubs should pass a fit and proper person test to try and prevent dishonest people and criminals getting involved. However, cynics point out that no potential foreign buyer for a Premiership club has yet been turned down under this test, bringing it under question. By February 2010, the game was up for Portsmouth and they went into administration. This was belated recognition that the club's finances were unsustainable. Staff costs, mainly players' wages, were 109% of annual income by that stage. An administrator was appointed to draw up a financial plan whereby creditors would agree to receiving only a fraction of what they were owed. A plan known as a Company Voluntary Arrangement, or CVA. Liquidation of the club was the grisly alternative. In April 2010, Portsmouth were bottom of the league and living hand to mouth. The debt was now £119 million, including £14 million in unpaid transfer fees and £9 million owed to agents. In addition, getting creditors to agree a CVA was proving difficult. League rules state that football creditors, such as players, must be paid in full, and Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs insisted on the same. HMRC, on behalf of taxpayers, took Portsmouth to court in July 2010, opposing the CVA and insisting on full payment of the £34 million owed to them. However, they lost the case. As a result, HMRC, along with all other non-football creditors, will now receive only a fraction, around 20% paid over 4 years, of what they are owed. Winning the court case allowed Portsmouth to come out of administration. With their debts now cleared, the path is now open for the club to be sold again, and at least from a financial point of view, start again. Meanwhile, the Premier League, stung by accusations that it largely stood by and watched as the club floundered and failed, confirmed that it will be looking to introduce a means and abilities test to sit alongside the fit and proper persons test to avoid this in future.